minds. Okay, it is Big Mama. Today is Saturday. Nothing exciting is happening. Well, I take that back. Batman woke me up this morning. I don't even think it was 8 o'clock. Well, maybe it was. It had to have been. It was like right around 8. And he's handing me that. He woke me up and handed me his phone. And I'm like, you know, trying to get the sleep out of my head and you know, come to and wake up and be, what in the world is going on? He's like, somebody got our debit card number again. Honey, I don't know what's going on, but man, we can't go. I don't know. My eyes just twitching. So if I do like that, y'all ignore me. We probably don't go maybe 6 months to a year. Yeah. And we'll have to redo our debit card again. They have to give us a new number because somebody hijacked it. There's fraudulent charges. We noticed the charges and we decided we'd call y'all to make sure. Somebody had done 3 transactions and Guardian kept kicking it out. Guardian's the bank we use. They kept kicking it out. And it was for the exact same amount. It was like $14.08. $14.08. Went through once. They like, no, something seems wrong. They had missed it by a couple of numbers or didn't have the security number right. That's what it was. And so then they tried running it again. And again, Guardian's like, no. And they did a 3rd time. And that's when Guardian's like, no. And we calling them. And so they called them. We haven't done anything with Guardian, with Walmart.com. The last thing I ordered from them was this freezer. I'm in the dining room right now. And I'm trying to... That's another discussion, but anywho. So they blocked our debit card. So I told Bo, I said, it's a good thing we didn't have any plans this weekend. We'd have no money to do it with. But now I have to go through all the trouble of everything that is auto-paid through that debit card. I've got to call everybody or do it online and change it, which I can't change it right now. We don't have the new card number. Unless I go in, I told him, I said, I guess what I need to do is change it to our checking account number. But, some things won't take a checking account number. You have to have a debit card. So I don't know. We've got several things. Several things that come out like auto pay, our car insurance, our homeowner's insurance. Yeah, all that comes. All of our TV subscriptions like Hulu and Peacock and all that. Tonight for supper, which we weren't even supposed to have had supper tonight. We're going to do some catfish. I kept putting catfish on the menu and kept taking it off. Kept putting it on the menu and kept taking it off. And everybody sending me good thoughts and thinking about me and praying for me as far as my bacteria. Y'all, I looked it up as to what causes it. I am not a nasty person. I don't think I am anyway. But it said that usually it's in underdeveloped countries. Well, now we in Montgomery, Alabama, and it's a little bit undeveloped, but I didn't think it was like 3rd world. Now, Lowndes County, honey, that was some 3rd world crap right there, I tell you what. But yeah, I'm like, how? What? You? It can be transmitted through saliva. It can be transmitted through bodily fluids. You know what I mean? Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Yeah. And What was the other one? There was another one. Bodily fluids. Saliva, which is bodily fluid. Bad water, if you had like septic water, I guess you would say. Yeah. We ain't supposed to have bad water here. Now, I tell you what, down in Lowndes County where we had the farm, girl, you never knew what you were drinking down there. It would be, I remember this very well. It would be like, I don't know, 2012. And you would get a thing from the water company of testing of contaminations. And it would be like you tested positive for E. coli. I mean, they would have this long list of carcinogenics. We tested positive. Our water tested positive for carcinogenics. Okay? Look that one up. It ain't good, I'll tell you that. But it was dated when they did the test, when it tested positive. Now, if you're talking 2012, you get this paper stating that the federal government wanted you to know about the quality of your water back in 1997. I kid you not, 2012, we got a bad water EPA statement from 2007. Yeah. Please find that one to me, okay? I told Batman, I'd rather them not even let me know. After that many years, just let it go. Don't let me know that I drank bad water. Yeah, if you're talking that many years, just let it go. I don't even need to know. Now that we live here in Montgomery County, we'll get a statement twice a year, and it is for that 6-month period. Yes, we tested your water June the 3rd. You got that letter come November, the 12th. Here's what you test. And we have never, long as we lived here, knock on wood, I'm hitting my cabinets, knock on wood, we've never had a contamination report from Montgomery water. So, there you go. Y'all almost fell. I'm going to move y'all right here. Again, if you don't like the movement, I'm so sorry. I still haven't got no tripod. Other than my ring stick. Y'all like my ring light thing. So, there you go. I wasn't planning on making supper tonight. I did not have anything down for tonight. We had they called it a celebration of life service. I'm sorry, it's a funeral. Just because the body wasn't there and there was an urn, it's still a funeral. They died. You're reminiscing. You're saying goodbye. Yes, funeral. Okay? And yeah, we celebrated his life. We went over, he was a wonderful, wonderful man. We thought the world of him. He loved Brian. I mean, he loved that boy. We homeschooled. And Mr. Jimmy would come and get Brian. I guess he'd be, I don't know, 11, 12 maybe. And he would come to get Brian, and they did like a shop class. He would do history with him. They would just sit and talk. And it was about history-related stuff. He'd come and get him. And they'd go and have lunch at Mr. Jimmy's house. And they would talk about historical stuff, or watch a documentary. Or, like I said, they would do a little shop class. Brian loved it. And then Mr. Jimmy said something about, do you know what pie is? And Brian's like, yeah, I love cherry. Cherry pie is my favorite. Well, that's not what Mr. Jimmy meant. Mr. Jimmy meant 3.14. Okay? So he decided, he's like, well, I'll keep him another hour and we're going to do some math. I'm like, okay, you do that. Take that off my plate. I was more concerned that they know how to balance a checkbook, that they knew how to pay a bill, that they knew how to budget. You got this much money. You got to pay all this. How much you got left? That's what you can fiddle with. I would much rather than know that than pie. Because which one you going to use more? Paying them bills, making a budget, figuring out what you got left that you can, you know, spend and be a little, you know, not frivolous, but yeah. And Brian had made the comment, Mama, I'm glad I grew up poor. And I'm like, why? He said, because I'm poor now and I know how to make it. Like, well, there you go. He said, you taught me. He said, I know, I don't need meat with every meal. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you learned something in your, you know, time that you were with us. Anywho, we did that. We went to, we basically just did visitation. It was more so to us, it meant more so to family, like family, and they had a large extended family, so we just went for a visitation to, you know, do our condolences and yeah, just let them know that we were thinking and praying for them. Anywho, I had not planned on doing supper because, because I'm gonna have to swap y'all. They talked about, it was catered, the funeral, celebration of life, whatever. It was going to be catered. And so we were still on the fence if we were going to stay or go or, you know, what. And once we got there, and I'm still not quite, I wasn't hitting on all 8, and FATMAN was like, well, you've been going all week. And then even Carol Beth made the call, Mama, you've been somewhere every day this week. You're tired. You need to just sit. And I'm like, I ain't going to argue with y'all. I will plop it. But, and then I got to thinking about with this H. pylori, like I said, I was reading and trying to figure out, A, what it was, B, where did I get it, you know, that type thing. And they were talking about how contagious it can be. Yeah, I coughed on my hand and I got droplets on my hand and then I went and shook somebody's hand. Lord knows I didn't want anybody getting sick. You know, I don't want to give this to anybody. Having the bacteria was bad enough. Taking all those antibiotics. Oh. Today is day 2. I got 14 days total. And then I got 14 days that I gotta be off, like my Nexium and that type of stuff. I can't take it for these 14 days while I'm on all the antibiotics and stuff. And then I can't take it for 14 days after. Then I go back to the doctor and get another test done. They're supposed to be calling me with my barium swallow test. The fun never ends. Like I said, I think I told y'all, I know, FATMAN, my body is like an amusement park. And he's like, nope, more of a haunted house if he has me. I can't wait for Lucy. I'm going to be in a medical journal at some point. I've been told them, I used to tease them about this all the time. Because I did couponing. In fact, I had taught a couple of classes back in the day. Like, back in the day. I was going to be on TLC. somehow, some kind of way, extreme couponing, monsters inside me, because that was when we couldn't determine what was wrong, as far as like my stiff persons and stuff like that goes, my Sjogren's, and the list never ends, y'all. And then there was one other. Let's see. Monsters in... Oh, I know what it was. Monsters inside me. What was the other one again? Oh, extreme couponing and mystery diagnosis. That was going to be the three of them. And I said, you can be guaranteed, though, it won't be sex sent me to the ER. That would not be one. I'm sorry. We're going to say I've rested too much. Now my brain is... Oh my goodness. I got me tickled. Alright, anywho. Tonight for supper, catfish. I'm not going to fry all of it. That's that, like I had given Brian some, and he just kept on about how good it was. It is. That is the best catfish. I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to do rice pilaf to go with it. I don't want a lot of greasy, since I'm going to fry that. I don't want a lot of greasy. I've got potatoes that need to be used, and I've got some sour cream. I've got to start writing dates down on stuff, like my sour cream. I need to write down what date I opened it. Yeah, look, I've got the little taters, but I think I'm going to roast those either tomorrow. Yeah, let's see, are they getting wrinkly? I'll probably do these tomorrow, Monday. But these are those big ones that I bought, like baked potatoes. That one's, about needing them. But yeah, let's do those. It'll get them used before they go bad. Yeah. So, fried catfish, baked potato. I am so sorry. That was a very, from the innards. Yeah. I woke up this morning right when I raised up out of bed and started getting out of bed. I tooted and burped at the same time. I saw FATMAN and I said, I was a sneeze away from dying. My body's too old to do too many bodily functions at one time. Someone made the comment, they were glad I make a joke about like the medical aspect of it, just in case they're eating or something. So, yeah, I hope I never gross you out, but there you go. I ought to do like a little, a TMI moment. It's coming up. Put your food away. This is your warning. But no, anywho. I am fixing to get started. I'm going to go ahead and rinse these potatoes, get them in the microwave, get ready to get the batter for my fish, and then I need to come up with veggie. I've got that 7-layer salad. We need to either do that. When did I make that? Did I make it? I didn't make it Thursday. Made it Wednesday. Thursday, Friday. I don't know if it would still be good. Would it still be good? I don't know, y'all. Might have to Google that one. Yeah. So let me get these washed up. Let me get my... I'm going to show y'all how... I think I'm done how I batter my fish. I think I've showed y'all that. But we'll show it again, baby. If you're new here, hi, hon. I'd love it if y'all would hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying. I'm trying. So, I'll be back. Okay, I think I found my other veggie. I've got this many. Not even enough for a serving. Don't ask me why I didn't go ahead and use the whole bag. I don't know. Serving size 100 grams. Now how am I supposed to figure that up? But that's what I've got left of these. We call them butter beans. Y'all call them lima beans. I'm sorry. Lima beans down here are the big white, you know, the big white bean. We usually do them like with hams in them, and you know, you do stewed tomatoes to go on them, and the big white dried, those are lima beans down here. These are butter beans. That and a nickname, you know. Go get butter bean and tell him to come on in this house. I'm serious. We got people we call butter bean. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to add some to this. Carol Beth will not eat them, but me and FATMAN sure will. So, and I happen to have, y'all bear with me. I know. Steven Spielberg with the camera, I am not. I happen to have one more little bag. I got it at Walmart the other day. Y'all, when I say Walmart's frozen veggies were near about out, we got the last bag of broccoli cuts. It was more stems and leaves than broccoli. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go ahead and open these up. And I'm going to go ahead and cook them all. I could have done them in the microwave, but I got my taters in there. And I got these on the stove anyway, so there you go. I'm just going to go ahead and cook them all. Leftovers will be amazing. So, and here's that. Remember how I've been doing bacon? Now I made bacon for the 7-layer casserole. I made some for 7-layer salad, and then I made some for me a BLT. So I've got liquid gold in my container. I don't have an actual bacon grease thing. You're supposed to have one. I think y'all, when I say y'all, I mean people that ain't down here. People not in the South. You know what I'm saying? If you don't sound like this, then that's who I mean. Anywho, y'all have like the ones with the strainer. We don't want our strained. Now I'm not going to go digging down at the very bottom of the cup, but I'm going to get me some. I don't want it strained. It's alright if I've got little pieces of bacon in there. That makes it even better. So we're gonna, let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna let y'all see. Can you see there? Yes. Now you can. Uh-oh. Sorry. I'm just gonna kind of scrape that off down in there. Oh, my tea's done. I'm trying to get all that off. We're going to slide that off that eye. Alright. I think that's going to be enough bacon grease. I mean, I might go in and get just a little bit more. And see, I can tell you, alright, see the bottom starting right there in the middle? That's, I'm not going to get too happy with that and put a lot of that in here, but it's usable. I mean, Hey, I'm happy I got bacon grease. Your vegetables will taste so much better. Any fresh vegetables we do, like peas, beans, even if I do like pinto beans, my dried beans, I need to do up some dried beans in my Instapot. I think that might be what we do one night, is some pinto beans and cornbread. It might help if I turn this sucker on, huh? Alright. I'm going to turn that on. I'm just going to stick this back in the refrigerator. We're going to let this kind of do its thing. We want a little bit of salt in there. We don't want to over salt it, because you figure that bacon grease has got some salt. And I would much rather be able to add more salt at the table than have too much salt in. You could always add more. You cannot take it out. My grandmother taught me that lesson. Alright, I'm going to put this up, and then I'm going to start getting my stuff ready for my fish. Okay, I've got my towel out here. I can remember, Brian reminded me of this, and I want to say I remember the last time I did fish, I did it too. It just had to kind of occur to me. I'm getting a colander. Uh-oh. I got dripped on, didn't it? I tell Fatman he's got a checklist. I hope my food ain't ready. Anywho, ooh, that's hot water. We don't want hot on fish. No, you don't want that. Alright, I'm just going to kind of pick out what I want. And we're going to kind of rinse it. So I might wind up having to make the whole shooting match. Ooh, that's a thick piece. I guess I will. I'll go ahead and make the whole bag. Because Carol Beth loves catfish. We all do. I'm going to use that bag. That's all it had in it was catfish. And I'm going to put catfish right back in. Alright. We're going to kind of rinse them off. That is, but we don't want it on there. Oh, there's another one. Don't know what it is, but we don't want it on there. It's coming off fairly easy, whatever it is. And I'm going to lay them on this towel I got spread out. Going to kind of scrape it off. Got to be something to do with skin. Going to kind of keep doing this. Like I said, whenever we would have fish fries at the church, we would do them this way. Trying to separate it without breaking. Okay, it's just, I guess, like blood that dried. Yeah, there's, that was blood. Alright, so that's what it is. We are going to go ahead and scrape this off if I can. I'm just going to take my spoon. Y'all can't see me. I'm taking my spoon and yeah, that's what it is, it's blood. Alright, we're going to get that off. Oh yeah, that came off pretty good. Alright. Alright, so a couple of pieces are very thick. And I'm just going to keep putting them on this towel. Like I said, used to I'd do fish and I forget this part. If you're going to fry it, A, you want to wet it. Either soak it in milk. If you're afraid it's going to have a fishy fish taste, soak it in milk. You can actually, if it's like not frozen yet, if it's fresh, ooh, we don't want that. That is bone, that is bone. We're going to break him off. And we don't want that piece up in here. I don't like it if it has a good bit of bone in it because Carol Beth is, she'll just put it in her pie hole. And I have bitten down into a piece of bone. Trust me, it's not fun at all. Okay, there we go. I think I'm getting it separated now. Here we go. You just kind of got to keep fiddling with it. We don't want that on there. We don't want that on there. And you can either take like the side of a spoon. I'm taking the back of the spoon to get some of it. I'm going to throw that little piece away. Yeah, that's what that is. That's blood. Alright. I think I've got 2 more packs of fish in the freezer. 2 more. Alright, I'm going to turn it to heat. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, my hands are so cold now. Alright, now we got our fish rinsed. We're going to kind of let it hang out. And we are also going to take a towel. And we're going to, notice I've got it on a towel. And you're going to take another towel and do on top. And you're just going to start patting. You want it to get dry, kind of. Okay, here's our bag. Here's what I'm going to add to. I'm going to sprinkle my fish seasoning. Y'all, this stuff makes it so daggone good. I want to say we paid 98 cents for it at the Piggly Wiggly. You know, you got you something when you go to the big pig, you know what I mean? That's what you call it. Did you go to the big pig? Yeah, I've been. It's the Piggly Wiggly. Alright. So see how that kind of dried that up. We are going to take our fish fry seasoning and we're just going to kind of start going over. Do it like that. We don't want too much on it, but y'all, it smells so. I wished it would say. Oh, it does say. I thought so. You know what it's got in here that smells so good? Salt, paprika, cayenne, celery, allspice, cinnamon, bay leaves, cloves, and ginger. I'm serious. It is so, it smells so daggone good. Alright, and then I've got my Zatarain's. This that I got at Darlene's for $1. And the lemon pepper flavored. Even though I've seasoned it with my fish seasoning, this lemon peppered Zatarain's, oh my stars and garters, y'all. This is some good stuff right here. I kid you not. So, and I don't have another one open. Y'all know me. Usually what I'll do, I'm going to just pour some. Wait a minute. I'm going to mix this bag out. Just a little bit. There we go. I think I got it out. Yeah. Alright. We're going to do, I don't know, what is that, about a fourth? We're going to do about a fourth. See what happens, and then we can add some more. Alright, I'm just going to let it sit like this. I need to start letting my grease get hot. My oil, grease, whatever you want to call it. I need to start letting it get hot. Alright, I need to go get my charger or another battery, because, whoa. Oh, I wish I could smell that. That cinnamon and the cloves and the ginger. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. And allspice. It smells. Tell you what, y'all going. Hey. I should have given y'all a warning before y'all saw all this. Let me go get my charger. I'll be back. Okay. My oil is starting to get hot. I've got my Zatarain's in a bag. I've got this. It's just been laying here on my towel. It's thinking about it. I'm just going to start throwing in. I'm going for my bigger, thicker pieces because it is going to take them. So, look at that one. Somebody didn't do their job at the cutting table, did they? I mean, because that's the biggest piece I've ever seen. Especially buying it like this. Usually I get it from Darlene's, but this was such a good deal at Cash Saver. It's not even called Cash Saver anymore. It is Food Mart, if I'm not mistaken. Fresh Mart. It's not Fresh Market by any means. This is a discount stuff. Big Mama can't buy no fish from no organic health food store. Does she look like she got that money? No. Alright. I'm going to kind of let these, this is going to fill up my pan, probably. So I'm going to let these hang out. We're going to get these in the pan, get them done, and then I'll come back and do these, because they won't take long at all. Sorry. Y'all are just going to have to look at my shoulder for a second. Alright. Got me a plate. Platter to platter. I'm going to line it with some paper towels, and this is what we're going to put our fish on when it's done. So yeah, let me get all this going, and I'll be back for step dos. Okay. My oil is starting to get hot. I've got my Zatarain's in a bag. I've got this. It's just been laying here on my towel. It's thinking about it. I'm just going to start throwing in. I'm going for my bigger, thicker pieces because it is going to take them. So, look at that one. Somebody didn't do their job at the cutting table, did they? I mean, because that's the biggest piece I've ever seen. Especially buying it like this. Usually I get it from Darlene's, but this was such a good deal at Cash Saver. It's not even called Cash Saver anymore. It is Food Mart, if I'm not mistaken. Fresh Mart. It's not Fresh Market by any means. This is a discount stuff. Big Mama can't buy no fish from no organic health food store. Does she look like she got that money? No. Alright. I'm I'm going to kind of let these, this is going to fill up my pan, probably. So I'm going to let these hang out. We're going to get these in the pan, get them done, and then I'll come back and do these, because they won't take long at all. Sorry. I'm just going to have to look at my shoulder for a second. Alright, got me a plate, platter, the platter. I'm going to line it with some paper towels, and this is what we're going to put our fish on when it's done. So yeah, let me get all this going, and I'll be back for step dos. Alright, here is my grease for my fish, and then these are my butter beans. They're starting to get, you know, where they're going to think about start boiling. Alright, I'm going to get my bag of fish. And remember, I told y'all you can test it technically 3 ways. You can take a wooden utensil, pop it down in there, and if you see bubbles form around the bottom, it's not doing it yet. Wait a minute, let's see if I can get y'all where you can see. I'm tethered. Alright, can y'all see the bottom of that? Yeah. It's not burling yet. I mean, it's not bubbling. My grandmother would either take like she'd wet her hand and do like that, and if you heard it sizzle or pop, you knew it was done. If it was just for us and not company, she would spit in it. And I know that sounds gross, but yeah. I'm not going to get TMI, you people, but think about it. See how it's sizzling and kind of popping, but it should do it right when that water hits it. Okay, our butter beans are starting to boil. See how that foam come up to the top? That's because of our bacon grease. Yeah. So I'm going to turn this down just a little bit, and we're going to let it simmer. I don't want it boiling over. I can't get y'all in a perfect spot where y'all can see both pans. Ooh, that fish. I'm smelling it. Usually I don't smell. I hope it's not going to be a fishy taste. The others I didn't smell. So I'm hoping this is not a bad sign. Alright. Alright. Let's see what we got. Alright, we're going to pick that thick piece, because it's going to take it a hot minute, Mama. A, it's so thick, and B, it's still frozen. So, with all that being said, and you don't want your fingers to come into contact with the grease. You don't want to drop it down in there, but you don't want your fingers getting down in there either. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it a little bit at a time. I should have gotten my bigger pot. I wanted a deep pot so I could have a lot of grease, kind of like a deep fryer. Kathy, tell me how you do yours, baby. Do you have a deep fryer, or is that just a pot you use? I've seen you do your French fries. Oh my gosh, girl, they look so good. The homemade fries, I'm going to start thinking like you, other than like my tater tots. I'm just going to buy a bunch of potatoes, and I can do my, you know, do my fries, do my hash browns, well, not hash browns, but fried potatoes. Fried potatoes. This is what I'm going to scoop my fish out with. I call it a spider. I don't know why I got that name. Is that what it's called? I don't remember. I don't know how I got the name of spider, but I want to say it's called a spider. Anywhoozles. Alright. We're just going to kind of let that do its thing. Butter beans are doing theirs. I got the fish over here. I think I'm going to go ahead. Hold on, I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to take the rest of my Zatarain stuff. We're going to go ahead and put this fish down in here. Every time you drop a piece, shake it, because you want it good and coated. I really and truly don't want to add any more Zatarains to my bag until I see that it's not going to be enough to cover it. Because I try to make it stretch as far as it can. You know? I need to put that on my list, either when I go to Darlene's again. Kathy, we're going to have to make us a trip. We can take Delma Jean. We'll have a lot of room to put lots of stuff. I ain't got lots of money because of Delma Jean. I do want to go when we get our taxes back. I would love to go and just kind of get stuff to stock the freezers. Well, freezer, a little one. I told Fatman I would love to be able to buy like one more. Have one for veggies and one for me. Because underneath the refrigerator down in that one, I'm going to try to make one side for breakfast and one side for lunch. But then I got to remember too, I've got the top drawers. I'm not used to having top drawers. Alright, this is going to need washing and whoo, that's going to be some fishy smelling stuff right there. Alright, I am going to wash my hands. Even though I am going to have to get them back in the fish. And then we're going to also keep them going. And that's good. It's your best washer. She's doing her clothes today. Fatman usually does his on Saturday, but like I said, we had that thing to go to. Okay. Hey, Hoynes. How you doing? Ooh, I almost pulled my ring off. It's gotten to where it's so loose now. We were, where were we? And I did like that to pick something up. We were, I want to say Walmart or Aldi. I can't remember. But I did like that to pick something up. And my ring just slipped right off. And you heard it clink on the floor. And I panicked. I mean, like, panicked. Luckily, I found it. It didn't roll. It just dropped, and there it was. I'm shocked it didn't roll. The good Lord protected me. Right then and there. He sure did. Alright. Let's see if y'all can kind of get your head down in here. Come get your head in it. That's about like, I don't know if y'all have ever heard that saying. If it's real good, if whatever you cooked is just downright, oh my gosh, the heavens will sing your praises good. That's when you say, she stuck her toe in that. Put her toe in. I don't know why, that's just what they say. That's about like spitting in it. They would love right there. Made with love. Somebody had asked, oh goodness, my breading's starting to come off. I don't want that to happen. Oh goodness, Mama. Somebody had said something about because I'd stirred. I was doing cookie dough or something. Yeah, I was doing my cookies, and I did the spoon, and I licked it or something. And then I put it back in the thing. And I'm like, did you lick that and put it back? Yes, ma'am, I did. Yes, ma'am, I did. A, that batch wasn't going nowhere. It was staying here with us. B, it's made with love. Gotta put a little bit of love in it. That's like if you say something's made with blood, sweat, and tears. If it's like June, July, August, you can bet your bottom dollar it was made with blood, sweat, and tears. We'd go out there and pick peas, and then I'd come in and start canning them. And I'd be so hot. You in that hot kitchen with that canner going and everything. Oh yeah, you're gonna be sweating, and then you're gonna be crying. Lord, please let me hurry up and get done. Lord Jesus, if I could just sit down, let me hurry up and get done. But we were so grateful we had it. I think that's what I'm going to do this year. Instead of freezing a lot of stuff, just in case, i.e. want to be prepared, I think I'm going to can a good bit. In case the freezer does go out, or the power goes out. And then it's already basically cooked. If you can it, it is cooked. If you pressure can, it's cooked. All you have to do is heat it up. And push comes to shove, if like the power's out, if you have like a hurricane or something that went through and you have no power, or you have an ice storm and you have no power, you can literally just, and you have the can. Or get your little fire going, and boom, there you go. That's how we lived down at the farm. When Hurricane Ivy came through, we seriously did not have water or power for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. The Army Corps of Engineers had set up a water truck down at the crossroads, what we call the crossroads. It was where the intersection of 37, the road we lived on, and 26. And there was a telephone pass thing. It was a little itty bitty house. And it held the telephone box, you know, equipment thing. And they had that water truck parked up in there. Because that was the turnaround spot. Or if you had to meet somebody, if they were like taking all the kids to youth group, y'all all meet up there. All the kids get out of one vehicle, or you know, their vehicles, pop in one. That mom would take them, and then you need to go back and meet with mom. That was the meeting spot. That was your mama drop-off point. I guess it's because I did it in this pan. I should not have done it in this pan. I'm going to pay for that. Oh, I'm going to pay for that. I might have to wind up getting my skillet and doing the next. Yeah, it is stuck. Let's see if this one is. Because see, that breading's coming off. And that's the good part. If I wanted it unbreaded, I would have baked the crap. Maybe I need to get my iron skillet. I'm going to get my iron skillet. Let's see what we do with that. Alright, iron skillet. See how you can feel, look at the, always make sure it's a little pretty up that way. I doubt I can do this. I can watch just in case I need to go to the emergency room. Okay. The breading was sticking to it. Oh. I did that rather well. Okay. going to turn the heat back up. Oh, y'all didn't see it. I just poured all the grease, the fish, and everything from that double boiler into my iron skillet. I did it very carefully and slow. And I made Fatman stand here in case I needed emergency medical treatment.
You all set now?
I think I am. I'm going to turn my butter beans back up. I turned them down. Can't go wrong with good quality H2O. Like I said, no contaminations at this house. Alright, Lord please. It was that one that I had some trouble with. See, all that breading came off. Alright. We're going to dig through here and get maybe a couple more bigger pieces and kind of get those in there. Well, fiddle. Here's like a thicker piece. Here's a thick piece. That one's actually kind of shaped like a fish. And I don't need any more of the Zatarain, so let me get it bagged up and all. We're going to let this keep doing its thing. The butter beans are going to keep doing their thing, and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm starting to pull some of this up. That middle piece, remember I put him in last, so he's probably not done. This one should be. That's a thick one, so I'm just going to kind of flip him back over. This is a thick one. Uh-oh. If I can flip them over with my spider, I'm going to do it with it. If not, I'll have to get my spatula and run up underneath the tiny one, flip him that way. That's that real thick. Yeah, see it stuck on it. Put that right there. And we're just going to get some more fish and put down in there. Now, you don't want to overcrowd your pan because this is still cold and frozen per se. If you stick too much in there, you are going to drop the temperature of your pan too fast. And then you'll have to go back and, yeah, you don't want to drop the temperature. You want it to stay hot. Because it being really, really, really hot, that's what's going to, I'm so sorry. That's what's going to make your batter stick to the fish. If you put it in there and it's not, evidently that first batch didn't wait for it to get hot, hot. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this one up, I do believe. I'm going to get Fatman in here in a minute and check one of these real thick pieces and make sure that it's good enough. Now you got to remember, fish doesn't take long. It doesn't take long at all, but this was still frozen. And the thicker pieces are going to take a little bit longer than I'm normally used to. Like I said, these are some of the thickest pieces I've ever seen as far as this kind of fish goes. The catfish fillets or nuggets or whatever you want to call it. They aren't really fillets, they're nuggets. We're going to flip. He is fishy smelling. I can smell it right when I pick it up. It's that when it's fishy. I don't like fishy. If it smells fishy, it's going to taste fishy. And I do not like fishy fish. Batman said he never could understood that. I like fishy fish. If it tastes like fish, I don't like it. But what is it? Fish. Do you like the fishy tasty ones? Or it don't matter to you?
It doesn't matter to me.
See, he'll eat the fishy fish taste. Me, no. Yeah, that's all I'm going to be able to get in there for right now. So there we go. We're just going to kind of let it do its thing. Okay, Hans. Got my fish done. Y'all all up in my business. Alright, here is the fish. Doesn't that look good? I keep telling Fatman, I'm like, I'm getting a whiff every once in a while, so I'm going to have to be careful about that. Here are my butter beans. You know they're good when they've got like that greenish. When it starts turning your water kind of green, that's when they're ready. You don't want them tough or like chewy. You want them very tender, but you don't want them mushy either. You don't want them like soupy like or just mush. You can cook them to the point where it's just mush. So you want that fine middle. Oh, and I got the baked potatoes in the microwave. Whoa. Hot tater. Hot tater. Hot tater. So there's our baked potatoes, our fish, and our butter beans. Look at that. I just hope I don't come across a fishy fish beast. So, enjoy your Saturday night. Like I said, we are going to be doing the rest of this month and into next month. The Eat at Home Challenge. So if you saw our homemade pizza from last night, you know that we are now kind of getting in with Large Family Love of doing the Eat at Home Challenge. Hey Kathy, I know you're doing it too. So yeah. Go through your cabinets, go through your cupboards, go through your freezers. See what you got. I mean, we have got some stuff on that shelf there, like rices and boxed potatoes. I need to use my fresh up first, because I don't want them going bad. And then we're going to start hitting the boxes. And we're going to try to do February without buying hardly anything from the store. I know I'm going to need chicken breast. That's a given. But the rest of it, I'm trying to do with what we have. So, until next time, be good, be sweet. Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Share, play nicely with others. And if you need bail money, you know where to come. Or just look behind you and I'm going to be right there. I'm the one that instigated it. So until next time, bye, Hines.